Hello, my dear friend. Today I am going to teaching you about validation while using the while loop for input validation. While loop is useful for validating input. If an invalid value is entered, a loop can require that the user to re-enter it as many times as necessary. Write a Java code that asks the user to enter a number in the range of 100 through 200. Now let's go. First, public static void main. That's something here. While public static void main parenthesis string array races. Now here we can write the scanner private static scanner input new scanner system in. Now we are going to write to print this word write valid value. Now we are going to write the code to give the input value from a keyboard double I input next double. Here what it say, give the input value from a keyboard and it will be saved to this local variable I that is from this data type double. Now we are going to write while loop here execute this part of code if it is satisfy this condition expression. If I is between value 100 and I is smaller than 200. To be honest, I like more to write in parentheses. It's better for good looking. If this first expression is true and this second expression is true, if both of them are true, it will be executed this code of block inside the while loop here. Here is beginning and end of this while loop. Now cout you have entered and you have entered valid value plus I value. Now double here we have defined the value I input from scanner next double, because if you write here double it will be error redundance, because when you have defined here declare this local variable I as a data type double, if we write here double it will be redundant. Say variable I is already defined in the scope. You don't need to have redundance I. Now you have write valid value value of I. That we are going to run. Write wallet value. Let's make size more bigger. The wallet, for example, if we write 8, the executing of code, it will be and immediately, because when you write 8 from keyboard, that value of 8, it will be stored in this local variable I. Is it I? Just to write 8 and 8 smaller. Is it 8 greater than or equal to 100? Is false, is no. And is it 8 smaller than or equal to 200? This is true. False and true, it is false. When this is false, it will be not executing this part of code, this inside of the while loop, and it will be terminate immediately. Reformat. And that's the reason when we have write the 8, it has terminated the loop. Now has terminated the program, sorry. Now we are going to write the wallet value. For example, if we write 150.56, you have entered wallet value. Now we can try to enter author value. For example, 160.78, you have entered wallet value. Can you see? You have entered wallet value, and so on. It will be looping as many number it is valid between this range. For example, when you give 160.78, is 160, is it 0.78, is it greater than or equal to 100? Yes, it's true. And this 160.78, is it smaller or equal to 200? Yes. When this is true and this is true, when both of them are true, it will be executed this code of block. Now this it will be as many number we are going to give this I value, it will be executing until when we write the invalid value, it will be terminate this while loop, and it will be stop executing this part of code. For example, let's try to run 120. You have entered wallet value. For example, 50. Can you see? You have write. When you write 50 here, or you can write here if statement to say if I is greater and I is smaller than or equal to 200. Or you can write else cout invalid value. Here is string. Uh, 120, you have entered wallet value. Let's try write. You have entered valid value, and now let's enter invalid value 50. It's invalid value. This while loop, it will be executing when we have the value that is valid between this value. When you write any other value outside from 100 through 200, it will be stop executing this part of code block. It will be stop executing the program. For example, here we have give the input value 8, it has stopped the program. Now I like here to give something counter, alt and enter, create the field here integer 0. Here we are going to write the prefix. Here this prefix say the value of counter that is 0, increment by 1 and store here in this counter. If counter is equal by 2 and the program, it will be terminate the while loop. It will stop the executing the code. When this is true, it will be go to executing the break. It will be break the loop. Now let's go. Write valid value 120. Can you see? When you write two values, and here when you write this value, it has terminated the loop. Now I will explain here in more detail what is happening here. Here, can you see? Say that it can be the final. Make this scanner. It can be final. Here we have the keyword private. That it means that this field instance variable input. It will be just accessing these methods of this class. Static is because the method main is static, and we must write the static because to access in this method to be used. When we use final, it means that this instance variable, it cannot be changed. It is the constant. When you give one value, for example 3, that value is 3, it will be stored, and it cannot be changed. From this class scanner, here we have store here in this instance variable field, and we have create the new new object from this class, and this is system in that we are going to give the input value from keyboard, and here is the counter, and we have instantiate, we have start from 0. Here is the main method. When you write a main method, we must use the braces. Here is from the beginning of program, and here is the end. Reformat code. Here is the end. Now here it has print this write valid value. Here we must give the input value from keyboard. That value, it must be the number with a decimal point number, that value that we have give decimal number, it will be stored here in this I value. Here say that this part of code say that read that value that you have give from keyboard. Now this is very important. Here we have while loop, and here we have one condition expression, and this is the second. If this condition expression is true and this is condition expression is true, if both of them are true, it will be executing this part of code block here. Here is the end of while loop. Now you have entered the wallet value. That I value that you have give from keyboard, it will be printed, and print this string right author wallet value, and now it will be update the I value. You have defined here I, and here we have defined write the I value to update, read the value that you have give from keyboard, that is the number with decimal point, and it will be stored in this I value. And now I have make here the if statement. It say if I is between this range from 100 through 200, it will be executing this part of code. And here is very interesting. In this local, this is instance variable, say when we have here this prefix, the value you can write here as counter plus 1. It says that the value of counter that is 0, first it will be incremented by 1 and immediately it will be stored to this counter. Now here counter, for example, is 1. Is it 1 equal to 2? No, it will be not executing this part of code, and it will be go here to executing this part of code when the counter is 2. Is it 2 equal to 2? Yes, it's true. When this is true, it will be break the loop, and it will be stop the program to execute. And thank you very much for watching my lecture, and I wish to all you all the best.